Okay, guys. Injury-wise, the only guys out for the game will be Rob Havenstein and Neville Gallimore. And then guys that will be listed as questionable, Christian Roseboom should be good, Kevin Dotson and Cam Curl, but both of those guys were feeling good today.
Christian have something come up during?
He had a little bit of neck soreness, but, got him checked out, and he's feeling good today. I do.
Yeah, Steve too.
I think so. Yeah, that's where it's trending in the right direction, so that'd be good.
What is having?
You know what it does is it's a start to building the foundation that you hope to build in training camp. So we'll see. I'm really glad to be able to have the opportunity to get those guys back out there. It was good for them to be able to get out on the practice field. It's really important to be able to get those reps. And the challenging thing is in the middle of the year, especially you guys have heard me talk about that rapport and that necessary comfort. But there are guys that have played a lot of football, and how quickly can we race to be able to get up to speed, get comfortable with one another, and we'll see exactly what that looks like as we evaluate it.
Have you made a decision at right tackle for this week?
We're working through that stuff right now, Adam.
Will either Jonah or Steve start?
There's a good chance of that. Yeah.
Have
So
you
really,
determined
I mean,
who's going to play where? Yet?
You'll see on Sunday. I know. But, I mean, honestly, we're working through. There's a lot of different moving parts, especially as it relates to the offensive line. But it is good to be able to have those guys back in the mix.
Miami's obviously got a lot of speed on the outside, without giving anything away, obviously. How do you respect, their screen game without becoming vulnerable to the deep ball?
Well, that's the challenge. You got to kind of pick your poison. And it's why they've been, when they're operating the way that we all know they're going to be operating on Monday night, they've got a great scheme, and they've got excellent players that can bring it to life. And there's a variety of ways that they stretch you horizontally and vertically. And they've got a bunch of different guys that can create with the ball in their hands, whether they receive it in the screen game or intermediate down the field. And so this is a great challenge, but our guys are excited about it. This is why you get into the NFL.
Coach, can you speak to Demarcus Robinson's gameplay the last few games, stepping up and making tremendous plays on targets?
Yeah, he's done a great job. You talk about a guy that's maximized his opportunities. I don't necessarily even know if it's stepping up. He's just being the Demarcus that we've come to, know really well. And he's getting more and more comfortable. I think he and Matthew have a really good rapport, and he's delivered, and it's been great to be able to see him in the end zone because he always has some good swag and some good celebrations.
Speaking of that, we asked you about Jalen, but Odell Beckham Jr. is also on this team.
Yeah.
It seems like he's starting at least to get some playing time and stuff. What problems, if any, does he present?
Yeah, I mean, he is such a special player, such a talent. I think the thing I respect as much as anything is what an impressive human he is and the things that he's been able to overcome, whether it be some of the injury setbacks. But, I mean, you talk about a gifted, talented receiver, really smart, cerebral, can do so many different things. I mean, he was instrumental in us being able to, do the things that we did for the short amount of time we had him here. And you talk about, I think the important thing with people, and this is both Jalen and Odell, I feel this way about, do you leave an impact? What kind of relationships do you build, and then what kind of impact do you leave? And both of those guys certainly left a big impact on me and this place. And Jalen was here, from 2019 to a couple years ago, and even Odell, it was just a few, a handful of months, but the presence, the charisma, just the ability to really know how to just have such a good feel for what is needed in terms of the dynamics of the room. He's as fun and as aware as anybody that I've been around, and he was a real joy to coach and, still keep in touch with both those guys. They mean a lot to me.
Sean, is it surprising to you that all 4 teams in this division are almost starting at the same place in the season?
I don't think anything surprises you anymore, Maria. I think what you do is you just got to take it a week at a time. What I am glad about is that since the bye, our guys there's been some improvement, and now we're starting to get some guys back healthy. Hopefully we can stay healthy, continue to establish an identity. I think we're starting to really get a good feel for what that looks like defensively, and I think we're still, trying to figure that out offensively because of all the moving parts. But this offers an opportunity to say, what a great chance that we have against Miami on Monday night at home. Our guys have done a great job since the bye of being able to win 3 straight. And, the division is tight, but there's still a long, long way to go and a lot of football left, and we're looking forward to Monday night. Okay.
Coach, can you speak to us on Jaylen McCollough and his impact on the defense? 4 picks, 1 pick 6 as an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Jalen has really done a great job, and he's he's just one of those guys that he just kind of gets it. He's in the right place at the right time. He's got position flex. He's mentally and physically tough. I've been really pleased with Tank. He's done a great job, and whether it's Chris Beek or Greg Williams, these defensive coaches have him ready to go in a variety of spots. Okay, thanks guys.